So the Bitcoin bubble is popping. I don't know if you've seen the major news headlines, but the bubble is popping. The biggest bubble in history is popping. Look, I logged on this morning on my laptop and I saw the little news notifications, and one of them said, Bitcoin, the biggest bubble in history is popping. Look, right here on Bloomberg, Bitcoin, the biggest bubble is popping. Economic Times, MoneyWeb, the biggest Bitcoin, the biggest bubble in history is popping. MoneyWeb said it. Hacker News even said it. I mean, this is a big deal. Look, Daily Digest, Bitcoin bubble in history. This is unbelievable stuff. Like, this is news just 4 days ago, and this hit everywhere. So obviously, as you can imagine, I mean, if you're an investor and you're a student and you're paying attention to news headlines, this news says you should sell. And if you did that, then, in some mainstream thoughts, that would have been prudent. But the reality is you would have been an absolute idiot. Don't listen to mainstream media. Look at this. The past 2 days, we've had green, green, green. I think that is amazing. This was 4 days ago. What the mainstream news has been consistently wrong about cryptocurrency, consistently wrong about Bitcoin. You have to have a conviction on where this technology is going, and then you have to understand that in this space right now, if you're in this space, it seems like everybody's talking about it. There's a lot of different people YouTubing about it, and myself included, obviously. But if you recognize, I don't think there's any YouTuber that has like a million subscribers that's in the crypto space. I mean, you can go look at the fitness and the weight loss, and you can go look at makeup and gaming, and you can find subscribers in the millions. But with all the different YouTubers talking about cryptocurrency, like 50, 100, 150,000 is like some of the single biggest influencers. So you have to recognize that the biggest YouTubers are still a tenth of, about what some of the largest followings are in other areas. That tells you that Bitcoin is not mainstream. The mainstream media is messing this up. And you almost have to wonder, is there a reason? Like, they're smart enough to know that this technology is unique. They're smart enough to know, but instead they choose to capitalize on all the things that, appear negative. They're smart enough. The smartest men in the room, the smartest people in the room, the smartest financial writers, the smartest financial analysts, they're smart enough to look. I mean, this is a little bit like, to be honest with you, in the crypto space, it's like when Ivan on Tech looked at Proof of Weekends 3D and basically called it a scam, but he's smart enough to look at the code and realize that's not a logical conclusion. You can't, if you can get emotional and say, I don't like it, but you not liking a project doesn't equate it to a scam. Mainstream media doesn't like Bitcoin. Banks don't like Bitcoin. Governments, stable governments don't like Bitcoin. So therefore, they always talk about, you see news stories about it being a scam. You see news stories about the Silk Road and the black market and the dark web, and they're the ones who all use it. They always want to highlight the negative. 4 days ago, they said the bubble is popping. Now, the reality is, if you want to talk about a bubble popping, it had already popped. I mean, it went from 20,000 down to like 6,000, whatever. Ethereum was, 300 maybe? And now in the past 2 days, they've ran way up. We're sitting at $522 for Ethereum, $8,159 for Bitcoin. I seriously was expecting to see some $2,500 Bitcoin. And who knows, we still might. But based off of current market conditions, which is the only thing that's the tangible truth, everything else is just speculation. This market has went way up in the past 2 days. Way up. I mean, Ethereum's up. It went 40%. Then I think yesterday it was about 10%. Now we're looking at 12%. I mean, Ethereum's way up. Bitcoin, I don't even know what the low was. I wasn't paying that much attention to it. 6,500, 6,200 or something like that. Now we're at 8,100. Holy smokes. Then when you come over here, just a quick update on Proof of Weekends, by the way. Again, you got to believe in the technology. You have to believe in the space. You have to believe in what's happening. And you have to have conviction on what's going on. And once you have that conviction of it doesn't matter what the headlines say, because you understand that we're frontiers. We're here for the long term. I mean, the reason I invest in this space is because of the potential for return. The reason I invest a very small portion of my overall portfolio in this space is because we're frontiers where it's still very early, and therefore it's very unpredictable on what's going to happen in the future. But make no mistake about it. Blockchain technology and blockchain currencies, cryptocurrencies, are going to have some sort of impact on the future. We just don't know exactly which one or exactly where they're at yet. Proof of weekends. I find this so fascinating as a project. And it's amazing. You see these YouTubers a few weeks ago, they're like, oh, this is awesome. This is great. Blah, blah, blah. This is neat. Social experiment. Check out this game. So on and so forth. And when they're all talking about it, everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to talk, but no one has any conviction in what they're saying. It's going up. It's going up. It's easy to say it's amazing when it's going up. It starts dropping. Now all of a sudden people are like, oh, it's over. The market's collapsed. Blah, blah, blah. You're a dork. Look how much the thing went up. It went up from basically 0 ETH to 20,000 ETH. If you had said it went from 0 ETH to 10,000 ETH already, that's amazing. But everybody wants to say, oh, it went to 20,000 ETH and it's about to crash all the way back down to 10 ETH. This project is weeks old. Weeks. I mean, there's a part of me that's okay if it goes back down to like 2,000 ETH. Why? Because it's going to be cheaper for me to buy. The token price is going to be cheaper to buy. However, I need Ethereum price probably to be able to maintain as well. But neither here nor there. You look at this market. It's always fascinating to watch people. It's over this right here. This one right here. Everybody's like, oh, this is over. And now it's kind of vacillating. It just broke below kind of this area here. So it could keep going. Who knows? It may vacillate. It may continue to go down. But keep in mind, the way this token is set up is you're making money regardless. By the way, I want you to take a look at something. I've been a holder the entire time. I've not sold anything. So at the peak, I was sitting, I want to say my actual USD balance, if you convert the Ethereum, and my balance in USD Tether was around $550. Started out with 136, wrote it up to about 550. I've been reinvesting dividends about every 1P3D. Look where the market's at. Can you imagine the beating that my dollar value has taken? Can you just imagine? Let's take a look at that. So when you talk about proof of weak hands, right now in the crypto space, the entire world probably has weak hands. The mainstream media is encouraging everyone to have weak hands. The bubbles burst. It's over with. It's popping. I mean, idiots, like, just don't even know what they're talking about. They're all trying to write about what's happening today, and they're all trying to create an explanation of why it's happening. But at the same time, they have no clue where the future's going. They can't even give themselves an honest evaluation of the technology. The entire market has proof of weak hands. Let's back up. We'll go to the backup exchange. Oh, but if I go to the backup exchange, you're not going to be able to see my dollar holdings. Let's try one more time. I checked it a while ago. I can tell you what it is. Oh, here we go. All right, almost have one token overnight, by the way. I've been getting some good dividends. Holdings, I've got 91 tokens. So I was at 550 something at my height. Look at that, 596. How does that happen? Well, the big way it happens is because Ethereum value is going up, and there's a very close correlation. Because I have about 1.13 ETH in here. At the height, I had 1.2 ETH. So, and the way that works is the price of the token is quoted in Ethereum. So right now the token price is, you can buy more tokens with 1 Ethereum because the chart shows you the price is dropping. But however, if you convert, even though the Ethereum price is dropping because Ethereum is going up on CoinMarketCap, in straight US dollars because Ethereum still, the value is going up. And the value of Ethereum is much higher, going up much faster than the price of P3D is dropping. Therefore, I'm still making money on USD Tether. And I've been reinvesting. I think I had 80 or 85 tokens, and I've been reinvesting constantly. And so since I've been reinvesting, I can't remember how many tokens I started with, but since I've been reinvesting those tokens, and I haven't added anything yet, I will add, although I feel like I need to wait until the market, maybe the Ether market pulls back a little bit, maybe. But even though I'm planning to add some more, I haven't. So this is what makes it so incredible. People are currently selling. We're in a downtrend for P3D for the past few days, but my value is still going up. I'm not out anything. I haven't lost anything. I mean, it's really an unbelievable project. People just don't get it. They don't get it in the crypto space. They definitely aren't getting it here. I told you, I'm holding P3D tokens. I'm holding them for the long term. I mean, my goal is to get, at this point, it's around about 1,000 tokens. I want to get about a 10,000 USD value. And then I may consider at that point, I'm going to reevaluate what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to consider, pulling out and diversifying some of my Ethereum. Maybe. We'll see. But this proof of weak hands thing doesn't just apply to proof of weak hands. It applies to the entire crypto space, because if you listen to this is right here, this is designed, this is like a YouTuber, this is mainstream media saying the bubble's popping, get out. Bloomberg, Economic Times, you can't get much bigger than that. The bubble's popping, get out. Lo and behold, the ones in the know have made a fortune on their money in the past couple of days. Bloomberg cannot recommend an investment to you that could earn you 30, 40% in a day. But Bitcoin and Ethereum can. This is an investment advice. Obviously, this is very risky. And if you are taking investment advice from YouTubers, I don't know what to tell you. You're a moron. And that's just crazy. Especially one who claims that they're not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm a cryptocurrency fool, probably. I always call myself a cryptocurrency evangelist. And I get passionate about this. I'm passionate about the future of where we're going. But you make your own investment decisions. Or you watch me make mine. And you laugh with me, you celebrate with me, you cry with me if I'm wrong. But don't be following me and then blaming me because we end up being wrong. I don't think I'm going to be wrong. But that's why I'm willing to put my money there. You do what you want to with your money, and you own your decisions. If I'm right and we make a fortune over the next 5 or 10 years, an absolute fortune, then I'm not asking you for a dime. Don't give me credit for nothing. Give yourself credit for doing your own research and following your own convictions. But if we're wrong, then we're wrong. So be it. That's your fault. Just like it's your congratulations if we're right and you decide to invest in cryptocurrencies. Make your own decisions. Don't be one of the sheep who just follows some headline that they happen to gravitate towards. Make your own decisions. This space is incredible. Cryptocurrency is incredible. Proof of weak hands, the concepts are incredible. Bitcoin is incredible. Ethereum is incredible. There are so many fascinating projects out here. It's unbelievable. Who knows what the future holds, but one thing is for certain. By the time mainstream media fully grasp it, by the time everybody else finally says, wow, this cryptocurrency thing is the real deal, it will have been too late. And the rest of us that were early adopters, we don't have to say, I told you so. You'll just simply go to the bank with the profits that you've earned and the early investments that you've made. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your comments below, your questions below. What do you think about mainstream media and Bitcoin? Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.